Hey there, I'm back again, Dr. Zom77 with another wonderful Miniature Monday. Today we'll be exploring Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures series of the Adventurer's Campsite. I was very excited to get my hands on this. I already have some camping things kind of set aside for adventurers because, you you play, and when you play your D&D game, there's always a chance that something's going to happen at your campsite. Well, this helps flesh that out. So thank you so much, WizKids, for producing this. I also have one I got maybe about a year or a half a year ago from Otherworld Miniatures. They have sleeping bag rolls and campfire sets, and that's cool too. However, I think the whole set ended up being pretty close to like $70 for, I think, everything. I'm not quite sure. So at $29.99, this is the more affordable option. And let's take a look at what we're going to get here. So, oh, great. It's taped shut. But I'm a hobbyist, so guess what? I have an X-Acto knife. Be careful when opening it. You don't want to cut off anything important. What I do enjoy about this is they have paint suggestions on the side. So, and they're not embellished. It's not like you buy something at the grocery store seeing serving suggestion and they added ham in there when really it's just a brick of ramen. So there's these. So they have that on there. And then the contents. So let's see what we're going to get with this for our $29.99. We're getting a Esmeralda's wagon. It does look a lot like a gypsy caravan. So there's some fortune telling going on in there, and who knows what other shenanigans. We got 2 campfires, 3 treasure chests, 2 kegs, 2 piles of sacks, 2 horses with saddles, 3 bedrolls, 2 weapon racks, 3 adventurer packs, 2 spellbooks, 2 scrolls, 2 bags of holding. Oh, wow. And 1 cooking pot. Spellcaster's getting a lot of love here because you sleep, you get woken up during, I don't know, the raid in the middle of the night, and guess what? The spellcaster has to find his spell stuff. So I like how they thought of that. Would have really enjoyed it if they had like a horse or a donkey with a pack on it, or had the option of putting a pack on it. So, but that's all right. Let's see what we got here. Pretty well done. And right away, what I like about these is none of these are a rehash of older stuff they came out with. Everything they come out with in these larger sets is completely genuine, meaning that Deep Cuts already has a treasure chest blister pack out there. These are not the same molds. The treasure chest molds have little like skulls with like the keyholes on them. These don't. The keg, there's a keg like this for the bar set, but it's way smaller. There's also barrels out there, and they're way different. They're not the same. So, each one of these is unique, and I really enjoy that. So you're not going to like risk double dipping when you go and you buy something and you're like, oh, well, crap, I bought a couple of those, so I have that already. But on the other hand, you might want to do that just to make the kit a little bigger. And if that's the case, you can always go ahead and just buy some of those other pieces and have more treasure chests and stuff. So I guess we'll go over the big one first. This would be Esmeralda's wagon. So, bump the camera a little bit there. Whoa! Okay, not cool. Something just fell off. So let me figure out what the hell that was. And bump the camera some more. And it looks like I am not sure what that is. But it looks like I fell off here. Looks like it could be from here. Not quite sure. Now we have a freaking mystery. So, and I did not want to have a freaking mystery. I wanted to, oh, got it. It apparently, it is a chimney. it's a chimney. I was looking at the box, and it's a chimney that goes up right there. So it looks like we are, for once, going to have to glue something on here. So, yeah. Or unless it's this. Oh, it's this. It broke off. So the chimney's off on the side, and it totally broke off. So that could have been me pretty much trying to Jedi Force fuck it out of this piece of plastic. So I'm not going to fault WizKids for that. So I should have probably looked before I pulled. But, you know, that's something I'm going to do. I'm not sure I'm going to think this is going to be important enough to actually, like, glue it back on. Who knows? I might actually just exactly that off. Who knows? But, what the hell? I'll probably glue it on because it'll probably bother me. So, this Esmeralda's wagon, caravan, kind of cool. You can put clothes on the back of that. That's kind of neat. So, wheels don't turn. And it sits nice. It's not like off center or anything. So we have that. And the next thing we're going to check out is the campfire, because I knocked it out when I set the rest of them down. So we have that. Doesn't set up too well. But you know what? Something we can easily fix with a little bit of hot water, prying these out a little bit. And then also what I'm probably going to do with this is probably put this on a base. And so, but we got a little cook pot there. So that's kind of cool. We have a campfire here. So it's clear. So you can always throw that over the campfire. So that'll probably be part of it too. Something I noticed. It said 2 campfires on the contents. So I think, yeah, it says 2 campfires. We should sue them. There's only 1 campfire. There's a cooking pot, and it says 1 cooking pot on there, but it clearly says 2 campfires, and it says 3 treasure chests, and there's only 2 treasure chests. So there's that. What else? 3 adventurer packs, and it looks like there's only 1 adventurer pack. There's only 1 bag of holding, only 1 scroll. I mean, other than the wagon, the horses, and the weapon racks, it looks like they actually added 1 of everything on the back when it comes to the contents. So this is a misprint. Like 3, so what does it say here? It says 3 bedrolls, and there's only 2 bedrolls. So, yeah, what the hell, WizKids? I mean, it's not like you couldn't see it through the window, to be honest with you, because it's pretty clearly you can see what you get. But it'd be nice if they had the packaging actually match what's inside of it, because there was some people that get pretty, bent out of shape over it. Or maybe they reused this packaging. Maybe there was like a Kickstarter version of this that had more in it. Who the hell knows? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll like send WizKids a freaking email and see if they send me free stuff. I don't know. I really don't like being that dude, but oh well. So let's see what else we got here. We got the horses, which is cool, but sometimes I can never get the horses to stand up, and it looks like I won't either. So these are really well detailed. I enjoy them. They're cool. I'll put them on some Warhammer Fantasy Cavalry bases, the long rectangular ones. You all know what I'm talking about, instead of these big, gigantic, round discs. So, I'll probably do that. And so they'll stand upright. And, yeah, that's kind of cool. I like this quite a bit. Yeah, but they don't stand up. Let's see, I got bedrolls. 2 of them, not 3. There's only 2. So we got that. So we got the campsite going. Horses are sleeping. So we got that. We got the treasure chests. They kind of taper down on the base of them, but that's kind of neat. I like that. So, non-threatening little treasure chests. Like I said, the other treasure chests and the other kits have little skulls on them. They didn't regurgitate those. These are new molds. I enjoy that. That's kind of cool. I like it. So we got our little lockers by where our guys are. Let's see if this light table cooperates with me and gives me a spot to set those down on. Then we got the weapons rack. Because when I go to sleep out in the wilderness, I'm totally going to put all of the weapons that I need to, like, you know, defend my life on a rack over here on this side of the camp. So, you know, when I get woken up by kobolds, they can get a bunch of jabs at me when I'm trying to walk from here to get my weapon. So there is that. Or let's say we got weapons that we're not carrying with us or something like that, or we're not equipped with, and we are going to have those out for people to steal them. So there's that. Here's a scroll, and I don't know, it's pretty detailed. I can paint it. I mean, it's going to get lost in a second. So it's something I would probably paint and probably glue it to a base. So there's that. Here's the backpacks. Not a fan of these off the bat right now, because it automatically assumes that everybody in your camp is a fucking bard with a harp. So there's that. Other than that, they're great. Nice little molds, probably a bit on the big side. So if you're running actual 28mm miniatures, probably a little bit too big for them. They got a cool little knife, or if it's a 28mm miniature, probably a machete to them. You got your bedroll right there. You got a kind of a diamond pattern on the top. But yeah, that's fine, except we have the fucking harps. So so there's that. So, you know, thank you, WizKids, for assuming everybody in the party is a fucking bard. So there's that. And let's see what I got here. I got a Spellbook and then the bag of holding, which we thought we were going to get 2 of each of. Spellbook, pretty thick, pretty detailed. I like it. Bag of holding's got a bit of detail to it. Yeah, I enjoy that as well. Looks like a little blemish in the primer, but you know, that's probably going to be on the part that's on the ground, glued to something. So let's not get too bent out of shape over it. I mean, and I hate to bring it up constantly, but I role-played back in the early 90s, and none of this stuff was affordable or available back then. So as much as I'm picking this apart right now for you guys, I'm actually pretty grateful that this stuff come out, and it's at a price point where, like, you know, anybody can afford it. You know, it's not Dungeon Forge where you have to, like, you know, blow a whole paycheck on something just to, you know, liven up your games. Though I do love Dungeon Forge. Their product is amazing. So Stephen Picorni, if you hear me, yeah, sponsor me, send me some stuff, and I'll do some reviews of it. Yes. So big fan of the Dwarvenaut movie, by the way. And here's some burlap bags, and it looks like some sacks here. So yeah, I got that, and then yeah, we got a keg here. So, you know, so you have a kegger out in the middle of the woods. I don't have much time left, but what I can do is get some of these out to kind of show you what these are to scale. So I got 2 different Reaper miniatures here. One would be the big old human blacksmith. The other one would be the human rogue. I got a D&D pre-painted elf there, just for shits and giggles. I have a old grenadier. That's a true 28mm miniature, probably even 25mm. So I got that there as well, and we got the kobolds. So that kind of gives you a little bit of what's going on here scale wise. So, you know, I mean, these are pretty comparable to what the miniatures would be for sleeping on them. So I guess there's that. Like I said, these aren't Otherworlds miniatures for when it comes to the bedrolls. The Otherworlds product is really nice, but it's really super expensive. But it's metal, and I like metal. But I don't know. The Deep Cuts line is really turning me on to these. Resin miniatures because they're just doing such a great job with them. Anyway, other than the gripes of having the quantity on the back mislabeled on the box, shame on you whiz kids for fooling us into buying less of something thinking we're getting more. And other than assuming that all the adventurers are fucking bards, and probably maybe even this breaking off, I'm going to fault myself more for that than them. I would say this is well worth the money. It's, let's look back, it's like $30 and $29.99, and you do get your money's worth, and I do recommend picking it up. So thank you very much for watching this video. Bit of a long one, but it was a pretty big set, so there was that. If you like the video, please hit a thumbs up. If you dislike it, please hit a thumbs down. It's nice to know when I suck. If you're really interested in more things of me opening them up and just showing you them so you don't have to waste your hard-earned money on them. So you can say, oh yeah, that asshole opened it up and it looked like it sucks, so I'm not going to get it. Yeah, that saves you $30 that you don't want to spend later on. You can use for something else in your campaign, right? Anyway, then hit the subscribe button. If you have any comments or questions, please make sure to add those down below. And we'll see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.